Hello, my angels, and welcome to Movement Monday. My name is Christopher. I'm an associate therapist here at Sage Therapy Chicago. And Movement Monday is a series we're dedicating to getting out of our brain a bit and getting into our body. It's a series where I'm going to walk you through some accessible and easy somatic movements to help with things like stress management, regulation, distress tolerance, finding energy, finding calm in day-to-day life, and help improve functioning overall. One of the reasons I love somatic techniques is because so often when we're experiencing challenging emotions, anger, anxiety, frustration, sadness, fear, we get really stuck in our head, right? We get a lot of thoughts kind of ruminating up there, maybe negative self-talk, a lot of always, never, all or nothing thinking. And one of the things somatic techniques allow us to do is give our sweet brains a little break and return to our body as a method of emotional regulation. It actually works really well because our emotion and physical experiences are really closely tied together in our neurological system. Our vagus nerve, which runs a pretty good chunk of the length of our body and controls about 70% of our nervous system, has a lot to do with not only our consciousness, our thoughts, our rational thinking, but also things like emotions, things like heart rate, things like breathing, things like digestion. And we're going to work on using all of those things to help us find paths to regulation and overall improve social emotional functioning. Today I'm going to teach you one of my absolute favorites. This exercise is called the Vagal Break, and it came to me through a clinician named Deb Dana. It's important to note that really for much of modern therapy, many of our techniques, both somatic and non-somatic, are derived from healing traditions of ancient cultures, indigenous peoples, communities from all around the world. And so when I first saw this exercise, I recognized some of those traditions, breathing, body movement, have really been around for centuries of healing. And today we're going to use a little movement and a little breathing to help us find ways to balance between calm and energized. So what I want you to do, I'm going to start standing, and this is exercise we can actually do sitting, but I'm going to show standing here. We're going to start with our feet facing forward. And when we are talking about this vagus nerve, this giant bundle of nerves, there are really three places we can be oriented on our body. We have what we call the ventral vagal, which is where we're calm and regulated. We have sympathetic vagal, which is usually what we associate with fight or flight. This is when we're a little more hyperactivated, when we feel maybe jittery, tightness in our chest, muscle tension, heat in our body. And then we have our parasympathetic, dorsal vagal. This is what we call immobilization. This is when we're feeling maybe more detached, more lethargic, more feelings of depression. And depending on where we're activated or what triggers us at any given point, we can really be at any one of these 3 points. And sometimes we're in a mix. And what the vagal break exercise allows us to do is to shift our energy from these different states to help us recognize if I'm in a state of activation and how can I find calm. Or if I need to be more energized, need to bring more energy to a situation, maybe I'm feeling a little lethargic, how can I use my breath and movement to do that? So that's what we're going to do today. So starting in this parallel position, we're just going to sway our bodies back and forth gently. And I like to rest my hands here when I do this exercise. It gives a little touch to my sweet angel inside, some gentleness, and helps me know what to do with my arms. So I just sway like this. And as I do this, I'm going to assign one side to energy and one side to calm. So for me, I'm going to do this side as energy and this side as calm. And as I sway, I want to now match my breath to my swaying. And what that means is for the energy side, I'm going to inhale, and on the calm side, I want to exhale. Yes, just like that. And really take a moment here to just sway gently, very natural, and map your breath to the movement. Once again, inhaling on your energy side and exhaling on your calm side. And once you find a nice rhythm, go ahead and play with this about 10 to 15 breaths. Inhale, energy side, exhale, calm side. Now, the kind of fun part here, the place we get to play around is after I've done about 10 or 15 of these regular breaths, I'm going to check in with myself. Where am I today? Where am I in this moment? Do I need more energy? or I need to bring a bit more calm into my life. So let's say where I'm feeling today is I need to calm a little. Maybe I've just had an anxious meeting or a tough email, conflict with a partner, and I want to calm my reaction. So now I'm going to play a little more with this calming side by using the breath and movement. So before now, I've just been rocking back and forth like this. But now I'm going to lean a little more into the calm side and come back to the energy side, just normal. Lean more into the calm side, come back to the energy side. And I'm also going to play with my breath here. I'm going to give a bigger emphasis on the exhale and a regular inhale. So let me show you. Inhale. Do you notice how I'm really extending that exhale, making it full, and leaning more over to that side? Now we can also do this the other way. Let's say we want to add a bit more energy. Maybe you want to get up and go in the morning, we're feeling a little lethargic. So now we can play into the energy side. So once again, I'm going to start with my 10 or 15 regular breaths. Inhale to the energy, exhale to the calm. But now I'm going to go more into the inhale. Regular exhale. Regular exhale. I almost imagine the character from the Up movie kind of being pulled up by balloons. Regular exhale. And as you play with this, you'll notice after, again, 10, 15 breaths, that we shifted ourselves into a state of more energy and calm, or we've downshifted ourselves from a state of activation. We've relaxed and we've come back. This is our ventral vagal area. This is, again, where we're calm and regulated. This is where we want to be for connection, our values to come online. And so if you're finding yourself facing some challenging feelings, whether it's anxiety, fear, if you notice your body having butterflies, feeling tense, sweating, heart beating quickly, take a few minutes to see if you can give your sweet angel brain a break. Really start to play with the edges of that energy. Where can you drive your own calmness or energy? Where can you increase or decrease as you need? You know, one of the metaphors that I've heard that really highlights this for me is a bicycle going downhill, right? We don't want to pull the brakes all the way to a full stop, but we also don't want to release them so we're just going without control. That's what we're doing here with our own emotional state. We don't want to fully release it so that it's out of control, but we don't want to suppress it so much that we just come to a stop. Using your body and breath are a great way to support your own emotional regulation. So the next time you're feeling something overwhelming, whether it's anger, anxiety, fear, loneliness, dread, the next time your body gives you a little signal with chest tightness or butterflies in the belly or muscle tension, try returning to your body for a little regulation. See how that helps. And then come back to the situation and see if you feel any calmer. All right, angels, that's it for today. Keep following us. We'll be back with more Mondays and more movements in the future. I can't wait to explore this journey with you. I think we're going to learn a lot of great stuff and really some helpful tools that get us out of our heads a bit and get us more into our bodies. Until I see you again, be gentle with yourself, my sweets. Have beautiful days.